Friends, how are you? In last video, we have seen the formation of compound with concurrent melting point. An example of that is ferric chloride water system. Today, in this video, we are going to study the three component system. Now, according to definition of component of system, three chemical individuals are required to express composition of each phase participating in the state of equilibrium. That is three component system. Now, this system can be conveniently studied with the help of Gibbs phase rule. Now, if we consider Gibbs phase rule, C minus P plus 2, and it put value of C 3, then the 3 plus 2 minus P is equal to 5 minus P. F is equal to 5 minus P. Now suppose these three components are present in one phase. In particular, in system, minimum one phase is present, and therefore if we put that value here, then here we get 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. What it means? It means that in order to define system, 4 variables are to be stated. That means 4 variables are required. And to represent these 4 variables, we require 4 coordinate axes. And to represent these 4 coordinate axes, it is quite difficult. And therefore, we require a plane diagram of 2 variables. And therefore, here 4 variables means pressure, temperature and composition of any 2 components. Now, out of these 4 variables, if we keep pressure and temperature constant, that means entire measurements are done at constant pressure and temperature, then here we get the 2 variables. That means with the help of 2 variables we can represent the system. And thus, if we reduce 2 variables here, then here we get phase rule, that is reduced to phase rule, f dash is equal to 3 minus p. That means here we reduce 2 variables, that is pressure and temperature. And therefore here we reduce the phase rule for 3 component system is f dash is equal to 3 minus p. Now if suppose 3 components present in one phase, now here we get 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Now it can be possible. And if these 3 components present in 3 phases, then degree of freedom becomes 0. The minimum degree of freedom 0, maximum degree of freedom 2. And therefore, 3 component system can be studied with the help of this reduced phase rule. Now, to study this 3 component system, we have the triangular plot. With the help of triangular plot, we can study the 3 component system. Now, this is an equilateral triangle, that means of equal sides. Now, apex of these triangles represent the 3 components, 100% A, here 100% C, here 100% B. The 3 components are represented at the apex of the triangle. Now here, any point on this side of the equilateral triangle represent the binary system. That means this point corresponds to composition of any two components. Composition of two components. And point inside the triangle represents composition of three components. That means on the side of the triangle it becomes binary system, and on the in the triangle it becomes a ternary system. Now, to study this particular three component system, we have a very simple example, that is acetic acid, chloroform and water. Acetic acid, chloroform and water. Now, before dealing with this, let us consider the system. Now, in this system we have chloroform. Suppose this is water, this is chloroform. Now, out of these three components, acetic acid soluble in water, acetic acid soluble in chloroform, and chloroform and water are partially miscible. The solubility, slight solubility is there. Slight solubility of water and CHCl3, that is chloroform, is there. Now, if you consider this system, water and chloroform here. Now, when we take these two components, that is water and CHCl3, then what happens? This chloroform passes in water and water passes in chloroform. That means here we get layer chloroform in water. This solution is called as chloroform in water, and this solution is called as water in chloroform. Water in chloroform. That means these two solutions are formed of its composition. Now, suppose this composition is A and this composition is B. This composition is A, this composition is B. Now, these compositions can be represented on this side. Now, this A, H2O in CCl4, CHCl3, that means suppose this point is A here, and this is B. Now, these two solutions are called conjugate solutions. These two solutions are called conjugate solution. Now, here we have 100% acid. Now, if we add acetic acid in this mixture, in this system, then what will happen? The mutual solubility increases. The mutual solubility increases. Means what? Water passes in chloroform and chloroform passes in water. That means solubility of water in chloroform and chloroform in water increases, and that's why here we get new compositions of these layers B dash and A dash, relatively more. And therefore, if we represent these compositions on this area, now here third component is present in this particular composition, and that's why we shift from this side and come inside here, and therefore here we get A dash, B dash. Now, this is point C inside on the line, which represent the composition, total composition. Now, the addition of acetic acid represented by this dotted line. If we add acetic acid in this particular system, then composition becomes C1, the entire composition. This point represent the composition of A, composition of B, and composition of acetic acid, that means composition of water, composition of chloroform and composition of acetic acid. This C1 represents that particular composition. On further addition of acetic acid, again mutual solubility increases and new compositions form B2 double dash, A2 double dash, and therefore here we get A2 double dash, B2 double dash. Now line joining these A dash, B dash, A2 double dash, B2 double dash are called tie lines. If we observe this, here we can see the addition of acetic acid increases the mutual solubility and the tie line becomes shorter and shorter as acetic acid content increases. And after further addition, this tie line reduces to the simple mere point, that is D, where these two compositions become identical. That means A and B becomes identical at this particular point D. Below that, still distinction is there, but at this particular point, these two compositions become identical. That means here we get homogeneous solution. Homogeneous solution of three components. That means water, chloroform and acetic acid. That means at this particular point, this system, heterogeneous system, become homogeneous system. Now this point is called as, D point is called as isothermal critical point or Pliet point. Pliet point. Pliet point. Now, if we observe this line AC here, now here concentration of acetic acid increases. This point C1 show the total composition at this particular point. This C2 show the composition of at this particular point. Composition of three components, because this point is inside the triangle. It represents composition of three components. And this curve ADB is called binodal curve. This curve is called as binodal curve. That means with the addition of acetic acid, the mutual solubility of water and chloroform increases. It increases, and finally the two solutions become completely miscible and form a homogeneous system. Now, inside this binodal curve ADB, here we have two phases in equilibrium, and according to that phase rule, F dash is equal to 3 minus P. 3 minus 2 phases are there. System is univariant inside this, because inside this two layers are there. The compositions represented by A dash, B dash, B2 double, A2 double dash, B2 double dash, and there were two layers are there, two phases are there. And if you put that in reduced phase rule, we can say inside this binodal curve, system is univariant. And outside this binodal curve, here only one phase is there, because homogeneous solution here we get. Homogeneous solution, therefore only one phase is there. And therefore here the system is, according to reduced phase rule, 3 minus P, 3 minus only one phase is there, and therefore system is bivariant. Here system is bivariant, and inside this curve system is univariant. This is all about this acetic acid, chloroform, water system, three component system. In this way here we have completed this topic, phase equilibria, as far as revision is concerned. Now next will be the revision of another topic in a next period. Definitely will bring this. Now till then, thank you.